That beat always gets me every time it plays. I just start to, you know that you remember that Busta Rhymes song, "Break Your Neck," just break your neck. Come on, it's infectious like that, man. Like every time it comes on, I'm like, oh man, this beat is jamming. Oh,
speaking
right.
speaking of Busta, got me thinking about remember Pastor Cavassier. Hey,
Yeah.
Busta, I'm still rolling.
We gonna make that brother Pastor Cavassier.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do not adjust y'all down. Do not adjust your dial. You know who it is. We're here on a special night. It's your boys, Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. I'm Old Man Logan. That's KG. We're going to get our intros out of the way. But good people, this is episode 156, I believe. And tonight we are going to make our Crown Jewel match predictions. We are going to do our wrestlers of the week. We're going to do our recap of the week in wrestling. And see, we got a heated roundtable for y'all too, man. So let me go ahead without further ado and get the intros going. We may also, I'm not gonna make any promises, but we may form Voltron tonight. You might see some rest of the people from the crew, but fingers crossed. No guarantees. But yeah, you still got the greatest tag team in the world of KO and Sammy, so it's all good.
It's the ginger whiskey assassin, the other KG. Hashtag, y'all gotta chill.
Floor is yours, KG.
I'm just glad we have a great friendship and it's not toxic like Asa just yelling at Kairi Sane, putting her on edge here in every segment.
Yeah, that was
man. Like
hey,
even the commentator try not to laugh.
Yeah. Whoever came up with that, if that was Kyrie and Oscar, oh man, y'all out there. Yeah, no, that gets me every time I'm watching Raw, dude. It's like I'm like she a heel, but it's like like it's funny though. It's
Oh man, yeah.
And that's where I'm kind of head with it, man. Like even the heels aren't really heels anymore. Like everybody's just tweeners now. It's just kind of like, hey, whatever's going with it, we're just gonna let it go. We're gonna let it stick.
Nah, for sure.
All right. Let me get my intro out of the way.
It's Big Oos, Old Man Logan, acknowledging.
All right, people, it wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be Old Man Logan if I didn't have something to announce, something to promote, etc. But first, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. As always, normally we come to y'all every Wednesday at 8 p.m., but life wasn't necessarily life. And I had a barbershop appointment, and barber took a little longer than anticipated. And I was like, hey, I had to talk to the guys, like, you're do this special on Thursday, what y'all think? Like, we can still do Hot Take After Dark, like, but today we can try to see if we can get the actual Hot Take done, because I knew Crown Jewel was Saturday. So, yep. So, yeah, first and foremost, thank y'all for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, please smash that subscribe button on NMG TV. Okay, you can go on there and you can watch all of the past episodes of both Hot Take After Dark and Hot Take Wrestling Podcast, as well as several other podcasts that I've participated in the past, as well as present. Make sure y'all watching Boulevard Ave Radio. Make sure you're watching Chauvin's Pigs. Make sure you're watching Big B and Phil's Homies on Film. What else? I have a live stream announcement I'm getting ready to make right now. I have been tweaking and messing around with the good folks at StreamYard with some of these sounds they have been giving us. So let me go ahead and do a drum roll. All righty. So with that being said, guys, what you can expect starting Monday, I am going to do a live stream called Let's Talk About It with Old Man Logan, and it'll be for 30 minutes to an hour. I'm going to do them Monday through Friday. You might get it on Saturday as well. And this is just my attempt to try to make sure that we are ever current, ever present on social media in some form of fashion. I'll probably have one particular topic. I might touch on several topics within that 30 minutes to an hour. And depending on how the conversation is flowing, even though I'll be talking to myself, just expressing myself rather, depending on how that goes, then it'll be maybe longer. But if you all like it, it might be longer too. Might just make it into a full-on show. Maybe get some guests, have some of the guys from Hot Take on, some of the guys from Boulevard Ave, everybody. Just, you know, you might just see guests. It might just become its own full-on thing, but it will be a live stream. I'll see how that does, and then if that translates well, I might make it into audio as well and put it on DSPs along with the rest of the material that we create here at NMG TV and NMG Podcast Network. So be on the lookout for that Monday. All right. That being said, me and KG are going to get into our weekly recap. KG, are you ready, sir?
Yep.
All righty. Here we go. Hold on.
And now, your week in review.
All right. Floor is yours, KG.
Last episodes of Monday Night Raw was brought to you in part by Catching Strays. You know, you never ever been world champion. I'm guessing it's the same guy that's ever been pinned by Seth Rollins. I was like, whoa, Punk, it's spicy. I love Jey Uso. I don't like Little Roman. I was sitting here with this like, I guess he got real refreshed when that was a couple weeks off. Came back with the extra spice. I'm talking about habanero.
Yeah.
But SmackDown, I like how they were planting seeds for potential Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton feud by the Oracle. Obviously, he was trying to plant those seeds. I think everybody knows that's coming down the line at some point because, you know, as you get close to WrestleMania season, they had the one-off match, you know, to determine the King of the Ring. But I think we definitely need to see that feud as now they're both polished, obviously, because they are, you know, I liken it to comparing it to anime. There was this one show where it's Dragon Ball Z, where it's like one fighter was always ahead of another one, so they never really kind of fought full on. It's kind of like Cody and Randy's careers parallel because they were trying to push Cody at one point, didn't pan out, had to leave. Then when he came back, you know, Orton was actually, I think, just about getting rid off television to go get legit surgery when Cody came. But they both actually were because Cody went out for that pec, and then Orton had the back issue, which put him out for a year and a half. So didn't get an opportunity to see that. And it's definitely something I think we're all looking forward to down the line. Also, you know, we'll get into Crown Jewel later. They had the little contract signing for Tiffany, and not the little, but you know what I mean. It was a crazy segment and nothing really out of the, you know. I think the build obviously, which makes sense because they're too much for their shared history. Cody and Seth's build has been so much better, so I've been enjoying that. These video packages, and you know, Seth's kind of coming in at that same angle that KO did, and it's like, hey, you know what? We did all this to bring down Roman's empire, and what do? You team with Roman. I'm like, yeah, they didn't write that correct. I said they messed that up. First of all, if it was a way to turn KO heel, they could have. I get it. Maybe they could have had. You could have had Cody make, but Cody kind of was justified too, though, because there was nobody left to help him at SummerSlam. But then again, KO helped him at SummerSlam, so maybe that, I don't know how they played that, but I think KO has more of a reason to be upset than Seth, obviously. But they both do. It's like we did all this to bring down his empire, but then Cody's, you know, his spin, which makes sense too, is like, well, you're becoming the same person you got angry at Roman for being. Basically, you just this isn't your actual blood, as opposed to that actually being his blood relatives, you know. So I thought like those video packages was very well done. They're setting up Dirty Dom versus Penta because there's been rumors circulating that, you know, I think we touched on this last week, that Dirty Dom was supposed to drop the IC title to AJ. That didn't pan out, and AJ was supposed to drop the Cena so he could compete the Grand Slam, and then I think that was the plan initially, but at the same time, I find that didn't happen too, because we don't need Cena hitting all these milestones against AJ, because he tied Ric Flair's record when he beat AJ. So that video package was done very well. It leading up to Crown Jewel too. But so we didn't necessarily need him becoming a Grand Slam champion, taking it off AJ. He could be the one to take it off Dirty Dom, because I think because Penta's over and up. But there's certain, and so is AJ. But there's certain people. It's like certain talents. I'm not saying AJ doesn't deserve or hasn't earned to touch a championship again, a singles championship, more along the lines of, and every championship run doesn't have to be meaningful either.
Right.
But with that being said, I think that will mean more for Penta to get his first single title, or for Cena to complete the Grand Slam, as opposed to AJ getting that IC championship. Even though he's not like he's not overdue for a singles run with a title too, because it's been a while. I feel like since he's had a singles championship. I want to say the last championship he actually won was when he completed his Grand Slam at WrestleMania 37. I believe that's the last time AJ had a championship, when him and Omos beat New Day. I could be wrong, but fact check if I am. But the Kabuki Warriors, obviously, Kyrie and Io, short match, but it was a pretty damn good match. So that was a good build too to get them. Unfortunately, Rio was doing press in Australia, so they couldn't get that done. But like I said, Jimmy's just caught in the middle too, with all the crosshairs of everybody. Roman's over here. You think I don't see everything? What's wrong with him trying to be more like me?
Right.
You don't understand, basically. He became more like me than you when he won that title. So he getting pot shots about not being a world champion. So that's why I was surprised they pulled that trigger that he's been appearing on Raw more often than he has when they moved him from Raw to SmackDown, in a sense. Because that was Jimmy's opportunity. There's not to say that won't come back around in full circle before or after the baby's born. Probably more than likely before. He'll probably get a short run. They'll probably ride him out TV. So when the babies do, or maybe when he comes back, maybe he'll get that push. Who knows? Because personality-wise, they all got it. That whole family, and Hawaii family tree. So it's like that. Because at first people were questioning, could the Usos do it on their own type thing.
Right.
So what else do I want to touch on for this week? Dynamite. I'm interested in the fact that it makes sense so too, because with this title reign that Heyman has, you do want some former champions mixed in there too, with guys who never had opportunities at the title. Because I don't know how long this reign's gonna last for Heyman, obviously. But the fact that Samoa Joe is getting that push, I'm fine with that, because it's a legit former world champion. Well, you're legit, unless you're David Arquette, you're always a legit former world champion. But yeah, he's catching strays. Yeah, but other than that, it's like it just appeared out of nowhere. That's all. But I guess it's one of those things too. If you look at former world champions, who they have lined up right now,
Right.
that's not doing anything, or could fit that role in between being a babyface and a heel. Because I don't think this will necessarily be Joe turning heel. They still got the trios titles, so I don't think that would make sense at this moment to turn him heel again. But things happen to drop of a dime, basically. Don Callis had so many people that his worse than Wu-Tang Clan. In terms of every time you look up, I saw this one picture there saying Santos Escobar re-signed because he said he went to AEW, he knew what the future held.
I was shocked he re-signed. I just knew he was gonna go over, maybe not necessarily to AEW, but I definitely was thinking he was gonna maybe go do a run in MLW
or New Japan, maybe.
Or I know WWE is acquired AAA, but
yeah,
you got other, what is it, C-Mill, I think. I'm not sure.
CMLL. I'm not sure if
well, so
yeah.
It was options on the table, but I just hope him staying, that they actually utilize him. Because Santos was a big deal on NXT, and then they moved him to the main roster, and it's just been lackluster. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna let you finish. You go ahead. I was gonna say.
Oh, I was just gonna say I was just gonna think it wasn't a seamless transition.
Yeah.
From NXT over to SmackDown for him, right. The importance of Legado del Fantasma, because the unit was running it down there, like,
right.
And then it came to SmackDown, and it just kind of dwindled.
Well, I think it's one of those things where too, we don't always. Sometimes the pushes have to happen at the right time. I'm not always a firm believer of the height thing. Some people say that that's still affecting some people's pushes, because Santos is not the biggest dude, obviously.
Right.
But he does have it. He has something. I ain't gonna say he should be like top heel, but with these 2 world titles or something, maybe at some point he should at least get the U.S. title at some point. Maybe see where you go from there.
Yeah.
Because it looked like they're about to turn. I meant to touch on that. It looked like they're about to turn Carmelo face, which I'm not mad at all because I don't know if there's a place for him getting pushed as a heel. I saw him more getting pushed. I see that on NXT main roster. Because you don't want to keep going back to the whole Shawn and Diesel thing. It's just oversaturated at this point. And if he's not in the tag team, I didn't never saw Melo getting pushed as a main upper mid Carter or possible main eventer as a heel. I just couldn't see it. I don't know. There's nothing against him. He has it too. It's just I think at some point if you don't have enough people around you, it's kind of difficult. Because Seth ain't the biggest dude, but Seth's look legit, 6'1", 6'2". Melo, he's in great shape and everything, but he's 5'10" maybe at best. It's just kind of a difficult situation to be in, in terms of what they could do in terms of utilizing him as a heel. But I'm wondering if the Profit's going to officially split up. They're still teasing that, obviously, with this championship match coming against the Y6. They're still trying to plant those seeds.
Hold on 1 second, KG. We got a guest. In the building. Got to add him right quick. Good sir. The final boss. Hot Takes Heel, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are joined by our brother in Hot Take Arms, Mr. Hot Take After Dark. He is the wise man's right-hand man, Mr. I Am Moti, a.k.a. Kill, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get
What's going on, everybody?
I was trying to find your intro video, and I cannot find it, so I'm just going to give you a quick applause. I got to go through this stuff. All right.
I'm agreeing with everything KG is saying, by the way. I just want to say that.
I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there any other? Oh, the Tribal Thief versus the Tribal Chief. I am finding this hilarious. I'm gonna need him to steal another pair of J's if he wins on Saturday. I'm gonna need that. I need that in my life, man.
He would have to steal the ring gear shoes, right? Because
he got to steal something.
Yeah, he'd have to steal the actual ring gear.
Maybe he might steal the glove next.
But hey, he might.
They got vampires in Australia,
right? Oh man, but I don't think there's any other thing. Like I said, Sami Zayn's open challenges will continue to be great opportunities for people. I definitely didn't see the Aleister Black match happening, but once again, I want to be the dead horse, but I just hope it's somebody that is not a veteran that takes that championship off him when it finally happens. I hope it's somebody they could actually push as a younger talent.
Yeah,
it'll mean more, I think, if they wanted to take that title off of him.
Do you think maybe they'll have Jacob take it off of him? Because somebody's eventually going to have to take it off of him, so Sami can, because Sami's a favorite to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Well, everybody doesn't have to become a Grand Slam champion, obviously. But with that being said, Drew McIntyre, like I said, he would become a Grand Slam champion if he won it off of Sami. But like I said, I don't think Drew needs it. And because speaking of Jacob Fatu, like that's what they're about to get into that feud. So, which is actually should be, if it's done right, it should be actually very entertaining. Like, you can't always go to the street fight aspect, but at the same time, I think we do need that to be a street fight at some point to culminate that feud.
Yeah.
Or at least a steel cage or something.
Yeah. My opinion, I'm so tired of them overdoing street fights like so much. Like back in like the 2000s when we had like street fights and unsanctioned matches, that was cool. But now they like overdoing it. Like we can easily make it a like, I know everybody bleeding now, but make it a first blood match or something. But like, no, you do away with the street fights for a little while. Like on the Australian street fight, like no, like they had a Puerto Rican street fight too, or Puerto Rico street fight or whatever. Like just figure something else out creatively, please.
Yeah, isn't that what they had with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they had. Like it's like every 2 months it's a street fight. Like, no.
Banger after banger after banger.
Bruh, somebody will get a tetanus shot all these goddamn street fights. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Let's see. Akil, I'm gonna mute your mic real quick while I do this because that's the reverb coming on your end. So we had NXT guys. You guys can give me a recap once I go over the results of NXT Showdown. So we had TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys, defeat Dark State to become new NXT Tag Team Champions. So now we know there's been a feud, and if you've been under a rock, you wouldn't know this, but in the land of TNA, the Hardy Boys versus Team 3D, aka the Dudley Boys, is going to happen one more last time, one final tables match, and I do believe it's for both titles, if I'm not mistaken at this point. But yeah, so it's to say who's going to be the greatest wrestling tag team of all time. But congratulations to the Hardys, man. They beat Dark State. I was actually kind of surprised that took place, but I also knew they had to do this build up for the match with the Dudleys. So congrats, kudos to them. Team NXT Women defeated Team TNA Women for the Women's Survivor Series style elimination match they had on Tuesday on NXT. Great match between Ethan Page and Mustafa Ali. Some people say Mustafa Ali, but he says Mustafa. I heard them pronunciate it like that, so I'm pronouncing it like that. But great match, and that was for the North American Championship. That match single-handedly was the best match of the night to me. So I implore you guys, check out recaps of it. It may be the full match on YouTube by now at this point on WWE web channel on YouTube, but definitely watch that match. Great match. I was very satisfied with Ethan, and me and KG have spoken very highly about Ethan as far as him being a potential addition to the Vision, because they don't necessarily have that person for the mid card. They've been doing the tag team thing with Bronson and Braun Breaker, so it basically goes from world champ to the tag titles, and you kind of need somebody right there in that mix to get the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, technically you got Becky there too, so Becky's the women Intercontinental Champion, but for the men, you don't have anybody that could technically go after that. So he's somebody both of us kind of have been, thinking he could potentially fill that void if they didn't go with anybody else. What else? Last but certainly not least, though, you had the men's team TNA defeat the men's team NXT. Big Trick Willie, he pulled the fast one on Ricky Saints, and he caused Ricky Saints he left him. So Ricky Saints had to go against Moose and Mike Santana, Solo Dolo, and Team TNA won with Joe Hendry as the special guest referee. So here we go. So yeah, guys, y'all, I told y'all we might form Voltron tonight. Here we go. The Wise Man, ladies and gentlemen, is joining us. Wise Man, hold on. Before I do your intro counter, I'm gonna give you a nice little round of applause because you guys been killing it on Hot Take After Dark. So here we go. All right. Now let me go ahead and get you your intro, good sir. Here we go.
And now, your wise man, No Chill with Phil. Hashtag MM99.
All right, sir, floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Phil Myers Sr., a.k.a. Cat Knock, the Great with No Chill with Phil, the practicing polygamist, the voice of violence on the indie circuit, the two-time child support slayer in the greater state of Illinois, Eminem, the minister of madness and mayhem, medium meat, because it ain't big, it's just medium. And I got my little gremlin with me, I got my little mutant. You want to say hi? Do your intro.
Intro.
Say my name is Miles. No, say it so they can hear you. Say my name is Miles.
Miles.
And I'm a mutant.
And I'm the
And you can't teach that. And you can't teach that. There we go. And this right here is my hair. Nah, this is your hair. It's your hair. And it's curly. Okay, never mind. All right, all right. Yeah? What else you got? You got anything else? Okay, that's good. All right, thank you. All right, what I missed?
On Street Fighter, was it Ken to do this, or am I thinking of King of the Fighter?
That is Ken.
That is Ken? Okay. I thought so. All right, brother. So we just did our weekly recap. We just rounded up on that. KG is going to give us his wrestlers of the week really quickly. And then from there, we're going to get into our crown jewel picks. And I got a heated round table we'll probably do after the wrestlers of the week.
Can I ask y'all a question real quick before we get into that?
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't touch.
Yeah.
Why the hell is Ricky Stark NXT champion? Like, can somebody explain that to me?
It was his time, like Triple H.
So Ricky Stark beat Over Femi. That's
Yeah.
what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, never mind. Okay.
Well, this is how I look at that. Me and KG kind of went over that last episode. I feel like they took the title off Over because either A, he's getting ready to go to main roster, or B, they're gonna have him feud with Trick Williams over there in TNA, and you'll see some matchups with Oba if Oba defeats Trick Williams, and we'll get to see him against Mike Santana, against Moose, against some of TNA's top dogs before he does come. I do think Oba, and you'd be kind of crazy to think he wouldn't be appearing in the Royal Rumble this coming Royal. That's why I believe they took him off of him, unless he's injured. I haven't heard anything about injury. But yeah, man. Yeah, and then it's Ricky Saints, man. You know, Ricky freaking Saints.
So what am I missing? What am I missing? So what is Ricky Saints?
So you don't want to do this with Goldie?
Bro, they shouldn't have took the belt off Oba. I'm sorry, whether they was bumping him up or not, they shouldn't have took the belt off of Oba Femi. Not for Ricky Saints.
So who do you think would have been a valuable opponent to take it off of?
Nobody. Let the man cook. Let him work. Let him work. Let him work. Maybe Moose. Maybe. But they shouldn't have took it off of him yet. I'm just saying.
Akil, your thoughts? You got your mic muted over there, bro.
Trick should have did it. That would have been good for him to finally do it after a while. Like have Oba screw him in a TNA title match, and then him fight Oba, and then he finally gets it from him. Hell, I would even let Javon Evans do it.
Now Javon Evans would have been worse than Ricky Saints.
Javon ain't quite there yet. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He's getting there. That match he had with Sammy was on point. That match he had with Sammy was on point.
US title? Yeah.
But Ricky was better when he was with AEW. I'm just saying. Whatever.
I wasn't, and I'm still not a fan of the name change. I'm hoping they go back to Starks eventually. But I'm giving him a shot, man. I'm giving him a shot. At least he got a chance to touch the top dog title in NXT.
Oh, pause.
Didn't get that chance.
Pause.
Haven't had.
Speaking of AEW, considering the fact the way him and Ethan Page, they not playing around with putting championships on them. I think that's the fastest anybody's won the NXT and the North America and the world titles. Ethan Page went backwards in terms of winning.
Yeah,
but that has to be the fastest anybody's won those two championships.
Who is Ethan Page?
Championship caliber, like they were.
Oh, they are. No, I'm just saying that. That's.
I'm saying you.
Oh, yeah. You to Furak, you saying? I thought, yeah.
No, he totally. You would have been crazy to kept him down there and didn't put anything on. I get what Wiseman is saying with keeping Oba strong, but hey,
Yeah.
you just have
Well,
to pick sometimes, you know.
well, because they didn't land the person they wanted. Those rumors years ago, they wanted Heyman to be the face of NXT before AEW became a thing. Young Bucks and West Coast supposed to go to the main roster straight. Well, obviously Kenny Omega was going to go to the main roster. Those three, but so it just still shows you there wasn't BS. Is what I'm saying. What they were planning on doing with Heyman. Now, granted, they are more polished than Heyman was on the mic at the time. Heyman was not where he's currently at on the mic when AEW first came into when it first came to company.
Totally agree. Yeah,
Ricky Saints to piggyback. I don't want to speak for Wiseman, but at the same time, I think he's better as a hero just because of his demeanor and everything. Not saying he can't work as a babyface long term or anything, but I do think he is more suited as a heel. I will say that. But I'm not mad at it at all. I understand that standpoint where Wiseman coming from as well, but I think they just probably want to do something different because that's always just the standard. You know, that's always they don't want to follow that same protocol that they have with like Asuka and Paige on them. It's like, all right, well, you're so dominant, or you're ready to move on. You just got to drop or you got to keep. You're going to retire as a champion. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen that, but I think that's probably what they were thinking. Like they don't want to always go that route when they have a dominant champion, I guess. But maybe there could have been some type of foolishness with Trick Willie interfering to get the title out, or it could have been a triple threat to keep Oba looking strong because he did lose clean, right? There wasn't no.
Yeah. From what I saw, it looked like he won clean. So
okay.
Yeah. I
thought so. Well, I just caught the tail end of the highlights of the match, so I wasn't sure if any, exposed turnbuckle or something like that still kept him looking strong. But yeah, I mean, to get into some wrestlers of the week, I was gonna go with Raquel Rodriguez. The fact that she's able, well, I mean, we already knew what she was capable of, but she's really been shining lately. And the fact that she's been able to stay healthy too at that, because she had that skin incident thing where they had to write her off television, and then she had a few injuries too, where it just kind of hindered her. For the men, I was thinking it's kind of hard to pick against Dirty Dom at this point, man. I don't know what it is.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry, real quick, I did not mean to cut you off. Hold on, baby, wait a minute. Can my right hand do his intro real quick?
Sure.
Come on. Okay.
All right, tell me you gotta come with it because it's been a minute.
You gotta bring it.
It's your boy Phil Myers Jr., the child support recipient. I am your real Black Panther, the real God of War. I am your Fortnite pro. You see that on the screen? That's Fortnite. I am the Op Stopper. We do stuff Christian, and you know how it is.
Yes. Gotta give him the $1 million man laugh. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right.
You look like you got something else to say.
He be waiting on Big Bro. I see he got amped up once Big Bro got to go.
Well, you got something to say?
This is a gentleman. No, it's not. No, it's my mama. No, you are. And you can't teach me.
Yeah.
And that's it. And the second first. Right, brother?
Yeah, right. Yep.
All right. You got Jim and Brett over there. Okay.
Man, more like Brett and Owen.
Brett and Owen, yeah. All right, Brother Gardner. You want to finish your wrestlers of the week?
Oh, I was just saying it's hard not to give some props to Dirty Dom. I don't know, man. I'm just every week this dude at times just have me rolling for no reason. Just in the aspect of he's trying not to embrace these cheers, but also he is embracing them. But yeah, I know Rusev dominated that match, but he's actually worked really hard to become an actual believable heel too, work wise, because it was just at first they weren't really giving him as many matches either, obviously, and then they put the title on him, and they've been having him work more often. But and an honorable mention, obviously, Penta too. It's the dude's just at some point, I don't, maybe Monday is his night to win the championship, but we shall see. And the Penta that Penta strut, man.
That strut gets me every time, man. I swear. I like how he just.
Why are you so smooth?
Have
with
y'all
in the
seen
middle
the
of the
video
back?
where he
The
does the
smooth
stretch
criminal
smooth
walk.
operator?
It's like he legit did that, or they just put the music to it.
They put the music behind it where like, no need to ask, he's a smooth operator. And it goes perfectly.
Wow.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, I gotta
That's
find
funny.
it. I gotta find it because that is top notch. All right. Before I get into the heated roundtable discussion question, I got a little fun exercise here. We haven't had a chance to do it. Now, last time Wise Man was on the pause, I saw him ready to say pause. So the last time Wise Man was on the show with me and KG, I did this fun exercise with them. And I said, if you had to guess your co-hosts who they were in WCW, who would you pick and why? So we did WCW already. Tonight, we're going to do a specific era in WWE that you got to pick. So, for example, Akil, I would say who I think you are. You would say who you think KG is. KG would say who you think Phil is. Phil would say who you think I am. So it goes like that. However, you know what I'm saying. But we're going to do the Attitude Era, WWE. You can pick whoever. If you want to say Logan reminds me of Big Daddy V. All right, cool. Why? But whoever from the Attitude Era. So who want to start? Who want to start? Who you pointing at, Wise Man?
You started off.
Me start off. Okay. I'm going to say all right, I'm gonna do Wise Man. So let me see. Wise Man, if this was the Attitude Era, I think you would be he got mic skills, pause. He has presence. Can carry a promo, can carry a match, obviously. He got charisma. I'm gonna say, and he's bald. You know what? Stone Cold. We'll just keep it simple. Stone Cold. And he has an affinity for drinks, so it goes well too. So yeah, this is the Attitude Era. I would say you're Stone Cold. There we go. All right. Who want to go next?
All right. I can dig that. Who do I gotta pick? Who am I saying?
Whoever you can. If you want to do me, you can. If you want to do KG,
Pause.
double pause. Yeah. But if you want to do you want to.
You see how he was like, if you want to do me,
you want to do a kill,
bro. I got kids right here, bro. Jesus Christ.
Well, you want to do KG? It's your choice.
I'm gonna go Akil.
Okay.
If this was the Attitude Era, he definitely Shawn Michaels. And the reason being, hey, can you stop that? Hey, stop. And the reason why, because Akil don't get no fuck. Like when Shawn Michaels was in his dark place, that's Akil like all the time. he want the smoke.
Wait. Are you talking about Lost My Smile, HBK?
No, I'm talking like the downward spiral, throwing stuff at Vince, telling Vince I ain't doing this bullshit. Like that HBK.
Okay. Okay.
That's
All
the
right.
back pain HBK when he was in a lot of pain and shit and doing the drugs
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
That HBK. Yeah.
Still
that's
able to
how-
give you a
that's
great
how
match,
HBK.
but was in back pain. Yeah. Okay. All right. Kill or KG? Who wants to go next? KG go? Okay, KG go.
All right, Logan. I'll say this because I know the answer. This is the answer you would like too. Bret Hart.
Go ahead.
I have to say it because because HBK was technically the one that lost the smile. Not that you lost the smile, but then sometimes you just you gotta be. Sometimes you had to be had to show people sometimes too at the same time, man. When he went to his anti-American thing, sometimes you just not with the shit, man. You had to put the foot down a couple times in the chat. we ain't gonna talk about what went down. You had to be the ring general. The original ring general before Gunther was the ring general.
Oh man, you see? Wow. Guys, y'all agree? Look, me and KG are excited. We got company this week.
If anything, I thought KG was gonna say like you D'Lo Brown or something like that.
That's disrespectful.
I've been getting D'Lo my entire life.
But we not talking about what he look like. We got to talk about personality and all that.
Nah.
I've been getting that.
You just got this man. You just got this man looking like he having spasms with his neck. Come on, man.
D'Lo thing forever. Like anybody that watched Attitude Era, that's the first person they say. D'Lo Brown. D'Lo was a beast, though. D'Lo does not get the credit he should, because I referenced.
He definitely doesn't.
I've referenced it before. Like D'Lo was just as big, if not bigger, than guys that were on the come up at the same time, like Triple H, the Ken Shamrocks, so on and so forth. Like I remember In Your House they did, and D'Lo had a huge pop. The crowd went nuts for D'Lo, and it was like, yo. D'Lo was a big deal. Like he should have. He's one of those black guys that should have been champion back then. Like and had a lengthy title run too. Kind of like the way they had him with the European Championship. He could have been champion during that time, and it would have been entertaining. Like he could have been the champion. Well, them bots be biting on Kick and all that stuff. All right, Akil, that leaves the floor for you, amigo.
I'd say Kane for KG. Reason being,
Kane for KG.
Yeah, because Kane had that especially before like we got him talking and all that. Kane had that stoicness where like when his music hit or something's finna happen, it's like, oh shit, here come Kane. And Kane paid attention to shit. He was always there, came through in the clutch whenever Taker needed him for whatever the case may be. Kane was right there. And then when Kane was doing his own shit or whatever, that was the one you don't want to fuck with. And KG got those moments where when he tired, you don't want to fuck with him. Don't fuck with KG when he get tired. So else your ass will get chokeslam and big booted. So that's why Kane.
And they got the 1 day run with the title for no reason. Oh man. Logan, we can't hear you.
You muted, bro.
You know, you remember on 40-year-old version, he was like, this is Iron Man. I got him in second grade. Do you know how hard it was not to open this? Try to show him on TikTok.
Say that again.
To my hobby.
You want it? You got to ask him for it.
He can't have D-Lo, man. He can't have D-Lo. I can find a D-Lo for him. If Dad want to find it. Dad don't want to find it. All right.
Let me tell you something though. Like I said, that was the wildest thing because I remember that's how was that that was what was it, Bad Blood? That wasn't Bad Blood. I forgot what pay-per-view was. It literally ended that first blood match. Stone Cold dropped the title to Kane. And the next night this man got it back on Raw. I was like because he lost to the same person of my thing. Like, they did Christian dirty when he wanted to title out Del Rio and he dropped it 2 days later to Orton for no damn reason. But at least it was like a different wrestler. Like, why did you just do the title change last night? Legit title change. They ain't reverse a decision and nothing. Maybe somebody one night. Literally ECW one night stand.
Oh man. All right, fellas. So
that's gotta be Kane.
That's gotta be Kane.
Hey, that man said, "Look at the size of the human being." Oh, is that a human being? No, JR's a fucking robot. What are you talking about on commentary right now?
And this is the same guy that said bionic redneck. Like, so hey, good old JR, man. I miss those antics. I miss him and JR. That's been the good thing about these AI things that's been popping up as of late. Like, you actually get in they doing the AI where they're doing the JR AI in the background, and I don't think they did Jim Ross in the background, but I know that Tupac when I did, they had the King talking in the background, Jerry Lawler. I was just like, yo, this really was taking me back. Like, I really enjoyed it. Oh man, so let's see. You didn't like it? Well, now what did you not like about it?
I just don't like it. People relying way too much on AI. That shit gonna get real in a minute. Y'all watch. Mark my words.
Oh no, I totally agree. And shit, I would go as far as to say it's getting real now. Like the way that took over the internet last weekend, it hasn't stopped. You've been getting those Martin Luther King ones. They got Michael Jackson doing stand-up.
Michael Jackson, yeah.
I've been throwing bricks at your ass since 1959.
Just like, whoa, like how much is too much? Like, it's like, that's when I draw the line. And I saw the Martin Luther King, and I was like, all right. Ironically, I haven't seen him do Malcolm X yet, and I'm just kind of like, I can only imagine what they're gonna do. They have. They've done it. I hadn't seen it yet. Damn, I thought they hadn't touched Malcolm.
They have. I don't like them. I don't like them.
All right, let's see. But for the Heated Roundtable, man, I want to touch on this particular subject since you guys are on tonight. Me and KG have spoken about it before, but I want to get y'all thoughts on it, man. So let me go ahead and hit the segment post right here.
Ooh, the roundtable's getting heated. Heated Roundtable.
Now, before I ask the question for that, KG, I meant to ask you this when you were doing your weekly recap. What do you think were the chances of that actually being a Molotov cocktail with Darby Allin?
Darby, nah, they over here wilding. Darby crashing out.
It was like, Darby, is that a real Molotov? Because the way the referees, whoever them guys was, like, they swarmed him for real, and I was like,
nah, I just think it was. This storyline has been one of their better ones.
They tackled the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they did.
That's why I'm saying, like, what do you think the chances are that was an actual, just because of who it was? Because I'm like, they ain't never did acting that good on AEW.
I need to find out why Roger Strong ain't checking his wife. She running around with a whole crew, just causing havoc. And he has yet to slide to say anything. He had a match with Mox on Dynamite, I think, even.
Yeah, he ain't say a word.
They ain't even acknowledging the fact that that's his wife.
Hey, damn that. They tackled the fuck out of Darby Allin. Hey, man.
That's why I had to ask KG when we did. I was like, yo, I don't know if that was fake.
They
like,
tackled the shit out of that. Ever.
I didn't know why Alex Winter says you have to slide to do anything to Marina. Yeah, put your hands on the show. I know that's not a real reason he out. I'm just saying storyline wise. But yeah, no, I doubt if it was. They're just trying to make it look as real as possible. They not that damn crazy. Real glass.
I hope. And that's why I said I was like, that was glass bursting, like that wasn't fake.
No, I'm saying real glass. The pumpkin Jungle Boy thing.
Yeah. But so I wanted to ask that real quick. All right, guys. So, like I said, me and KG have discussed it before, but I want to ask y'all, Wise Man, I'm sure you probably have said something about it before with us too. I've been seeing like fans going up and down about the current regime in WWE and how things kind of seem to be stagnant as far as storyline wise. A lot of people are questioning Triple H's direction as far as creative goes in WWE. A lot of people aren't feeling some of the decisions that are being made. You obviously got the move to ESPN that's in full swing taking place. Kind of getting back to paying. No, we ain't kind of. We will be getting back to paying $30 a month if you do get the ESPN app. So it's kind of getting back to the old days of old when you paying $30 for a pay-per-view each month. So I wanted to get you guys' perspective on that and thoughts. Akil, we'll start with you, bro, since you ain't been on here in a while. What do you think about this? Yeah, I'm kind of putting you in the hot seat, brother. With the whole like Triple H's direction,
I think it's fine.
You agree with it?
And I'm saying it's fine. It's not good, but it's fine because he's in a position, and this is coming from, I'm able to look at stuff from the business perspective a lot of the times. That's why I like the mental of like Vince and Paul Heyman. I liken myself to their mentalities when it comes to business stuff, because they can see the change happen. The difference is now we're in an era where we have access to information, so we are living through the changes as they're happening, as they're figuring these things out, which that wasn't a luxury afforded in the 90s and early 2000s and even 2010s to a certain extent, you know?
Right.
Like we didn't see the WWE network coming. We didn't see Peacock coming. You know, we didn't see that stuff coming when it did. It wasn't until the 20s happened.
Right.
So they have been wanting for decades now. I mean, we remember seeing it back then, even when Rock was active on Raw, they would have these little things where they'd say, WWE is the longest running episodic television show in history, longer than Friends, longer than Seinfeld, longer than, you know, all these things. They was already trying to get themselves into the windows for ESPYs, for not Grammys, for what is it?
Tonys? Could they get Tonys? Or Emmys? Is it Emmys maybe?
Emmys, yeah, for Emmys. They were trying to get themselves into that realm for a very long time, unbeknownst to us. But when you look back at it in hindsight, it makes sense when you look at all those different things that they were trying to do, and then going into having like Total Divas, going into having Tough Enough, going into having all those different other things. That's what they were trying to do. So now Vince's thing of saying it's sports entertainment and not pro wrestling, it was the reasoning of trying to get them into the ESPN world. That video package they did was interesting because it's basically saying ESPN and WWE were underdogs in doing what they're doing. Like they were like literally starting at the same time, going different routes, more or less, but they were trying to build something that was different, that was better than what they had at that time. And now they like basically came full circle and got back together. They're like a old relationship or old friends that liked each other that didn't actually get together and seal the deal back then when they were younger, and then they came back around when they hit their 30s and 40s and was like, all right, let's fucking get married. That's what this is. So I understand it. And then on top of that, you got who the fucking president is now, and WWE's relationship with him, or the McMahon's relationship with him rather.
Mhm.
As much as we don't fucking care for Trump, that helps them to be able to get through a lot of red tape,
Mhm.
to do certain things, to do bigger events, to get out in Saudi Arabia. Like the whole purpose of that acquisition, or that business deal that was signed when you got the McMahons and Hunter and them at the White House and Dana White there about
Mhm.
4 months ago, I think. That's for WWE. Everything Trump is doing is for them. For him, obviously, because he's making penny off of it. He has to.
Mhm.
But it's I get it, you know. I don't like it though. I don't like it not just because of the Trump thing, but because now I had read somewhere that TKO is talking about WWE having like a system sort of like UFC has as far as their ticket prices and stuff like that. Like apparently ticket prices are going to be like fucking stupid expensive. So I'm
Mhm.
never going to go see an event. Um and just doing it like that, like Vince had it where like the seats and prices and stuff were family friendly. He did it that way. Like a lot of their sales, I think, came from merchandise more so than the ticket revenue itself. But
Mhm.
now I feel like the way that they're going to try to go about it is they can make something off the ticket sales as well,
Mhm.
and so can the venue, which is good business or whatever. I do events; it kind of go like that as well.
Mhm.
But it like depending on the event, I don't do it. I think about the booming and the growth of the entity of the business, of the expansion, and it's good for business. It's great for business on the business end, but for those who want to spend that type of fucking money to do those things,
Mhm.
but I don't know how it's going to be if they start trying to have WrestleManias overseas all the fucking time. Like we are not going to go there that much,
Right.
like it like have WrestleMania be in America, like have like one-offs every now and again, but like give them the other pay-per-views, not all of them, but like how they did Crown Jewel, they made specific ones: Crown Jewel, Showdown, and maybe every now and again splurge like something close to WrestleMania season, like how they did Elimination Chamber is in Perth or whatever. Like have
Mhm.
something else in those areas too when it gets close to Mania, to draw those people from the other countries into America
Mhm.
for our country to boom,
Yeah.
So yeah. And then it's like with Trump's agenda, it's like you kind of like shooting yourself in the foot, because you either want people out of our country or you want our country to make money. Like you make money by having these people come here for these events instead of having these things go elsewhere.
Right.
Unless you focus on blood money, but I digress.
All right, all right. I like that. I like that. Wise man. Now, being as somebody who actually participated and was a part of an indie fed, bro, like what are your thoughts about the approach and kind of like with some of the stuff Akil just mentioned, like in terms of trying to overall, bring as much financial gain, capital gain, however you want to put it, to the business. What do you think about the new approach WWE has going forward with, like Akil said, ticket sales, merchandise, etc.? Maybe doing some of these major events now as destination events where they got them going. They've already announced that we're going to get a Saudi Arabia WrestleMania. So, what are some of your thoughts, Wise man?
Akil couldn't have said it better. Akil could not have said it better. Um, we're gonna try not to have a no chill with Phil moment because it's not hot take after dark. WWE has been vying for ESPN's ball sack for forever. let's be real. WWE has been wanting to be accepted by ESPN oh so bad that they're willing to get in bed and partner up with someone, with an entity, with a network that has trashed WWE for decades. Decades. When the who was the one black guy that was on ESPN that now has the lazy eye? But when he first started, he didn't have the lazy eye.
Stuart Scott, he passed away.
Yeah, I was gonna say rest in peace. Yeah.
Damn, his lazy eye made him pass away.
No, brother.
No,
I'm gonna piggyback up.
When WWE joined him, he was like, "I got to get out of here."
I'm gonna piggyback off to something similar you said though about them trash, and I was gonna say this real quick. Please don't use. When KO won the championship, one of the dudes that works here, if he might still work there, was saying something about it was a video of his son, like so happy that he won, and then he's like, when Dad found out it was fake or whatever he said, and KO went in. So to piggyback off of what Firesman is saying, ESPN and some of the talents have definitely trashed WWE for years.
As a child, when it was just Monday Night Raw, no SmackDown, no nothing, ESPN would talk shit about WWE. I remember ESPN having segments and taking shots and poking fun at professional wrestling. When you want to talk about numbers, okay, let's talk about numbers. There have been WWE events that have done better than the Super Bowl, the NBA playoffs, World Series. I'd say the only thing that's rivaling WWE is the World Cup. And you actually have eras where they were neck and neck. So this is the kid so desperate to be liked by the popular guy that I'm going to be whatever just to get their acceptance. Fuck that. Fuck that. This ESPN thing, this partnership with them is stupid as hell, and it's a money grab. It's a money grab. It's a money grab that bit them in the ass when Jimmy Kimmel made his comment and Disney lost $3.2 billion in a day or something like that. It's a money grab. Partnering up with ESPN for what was that pay-per-view? What was the name of that pay-per-view that we just had with Steve? I don't know who needs to hear this or if anyone else has said it. WrestlePalooza was shit. It wasn't that good.
Yeah, people were co-signing that they weren't in attendance series and how dead it was live, and how like they were just outside of the Stephanie Vancouver and Io Scott. I feel like everybody else out there was going through the motions.
It wasn't that good. They rushed it. They threw it together. If you noticed, WWE is a long game company. A long game. They shoot for the long game. What they're doing with Jay right now, that's the long game. What they did with Roman for 3, almost 4 years, the long game. You look at everything that they've done, it's the long game. Now, when you look at what they did with ESPN and WrestlePalooza, that was a quick handoff. And it was shit. And I know y'all might be like, Phil actually knows some football phrases. Yes, I do. It was shit. It was shit. So, like me, who spoils his kids and family damn near when they do what the hell they're supposed to do and good grades and all that shit. With me already having Disney Plus, I got the Disney, Hulu, and HBO Max package. Yes, I sure do. Watch Centers all the fucking time. Yes, wonderful. But to add on the ESPN pack, now I gotta pay an additional $32. How many other people were in that boat? How many other people signed up for it to get a borderline, subpar, average, middle of the road, bullshit pay-per-view? Y'all at least owe me 20 of that $32 back.
Facts.
Y'all want to be accepted by ESPN so bad. And it's fucking ridiculous because, let's be honest, ESPN don't add nothing to WWE. It's a relationship. ESPN don't add shit to them. WWE adds shit to ESPN. Oh, now all of a sudden, because we got a partnership, now we'll play the clips and show, oh yeah, Brock Lesnar this and did bulldoze John Cena. Y'all did that shit before. Now it's just minus the jokes. If WWE was smart, I said this before, I'll say it again. Bring back the network. The WWE network, and keep everything in-house. I'd be willing to pay $22, $25, whatever a month, because guess what? With the network, we got every pay-per-view, we got original documentaries, we got original products. Whether you liked it or not, it was all original. We got the old shit, WWWF, WCCW. We got everything. Now with ESPN, we get a glimpse. And it's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
I just think it's wild too, though, that I guess we should have saw this move potentially happening when they moved to Netflix, but that was a big enough deal in itself. This whole ESPN thing is kind of whack because it's like to Phil's point, it's like, man, were we as fans a little spoiled at times? To a degree, yeah, but what was wrong with that formula? Because the fact that they even switched over to Peacock was kind of funny. I'm like, all right, so y'all expanded. I guess we should have just seen this coming. They were showing they were planting little seeds. They had their own network, and they wanted to go to Peacock, which is still under the NBC Universal umbrella, obviously. But then it's just like, it's just kind of whack, low-key.
Ain't no kinda. It is.
Well, I'm just saying from a standpoint, too, to kind of what you said, this whole handoff thing, what they basically did with their WrestlePalooza. It reminds you of that time 10 years ago when they just randomly made Elimination Chamber a pay-per-view instead of a live event. They were in Corpus Christi, Texas. When Kevin Owens beats John Cena in Corpus Christi, Texas, did it really happen? Because it's like, if that was their selling point to try to get new fans to subscribe to ESPN, that was not it.
That was a terrible example of what your $30 is gonna get.
Absolutely.
Because the only thing Peacock did not have, obviously, you couldn't get Raw and SmackDown the next day, which is fine. But that I think that's a great formula they had going. Or they could have even just boosted that. They could have said, "Hey, we're going back to the network for a year subscription. We're gonna boost it up. It's not $10 a month, or you pay a one-time payment. You pay a one-time $200 payment." I think people would have been fine with that. I would have did that. A one-time $200 payment and still give me the same service.
So, bro,
I feel like part of the reason why they're not going back to the network here in the States is because that's basically like doing DoorDash, and the money you making is just used to pay your fucking gas. Like, that's what that may have been like for them. Because doing these other platforms, these people are paying them to have their shit on their streaming platform. So they're making money through that. They're making money through ads. Like, they're able to do that because I remember when they first did the network, I remember Punk in the interview said he asked Randy, he was like, "Hey, so how are we going to get paid for pay-per-views if everything is $10 now?" Like, they took pay cuts because of that. So I feel like with Triple H having been a superstar at that time, he saw it and felt it. So he's thinking of ways, how can we stay in the streaming world, the streaming game? Because people aren't going to pay for pay-per-views on TV like they used to. That's done. people are going to go through these streaming platforms. So how can we be on these different platforms? And now they're covering different platforms at that, which I think is crazy. It should be a one-stop shop. But business-wise, they could have different deals, different irons, different pay rates that they're getting for different stuff.
I get that.
Too. So,
but let me also finish. Let me also finish my point with that. And again, everybody's on the same track, same frame of mind. I get it. Okay, the network bump up the prices, but for me, at least then everything is in-house. Mm-hmm. My issue with ESPN is this, which ESPN has made it abundantly clear for years. I'm 42. I remember they was talking shit back when Raw first started 30 plus years ago. You have basketball season, you got football season, hockey season, baseball season. All these seasons, wrestling is 24/7. How long did Cena go without taking a break, or Roman, or this one or that one? We all know, fuck Hulk Hogan. But how long did Hogan go? And this, that, and the other. Like, and Hogan too even said before, like, where he said his year was longer than 365 days a year, and reason being because he be in the States, he had to fly to Japan and then fly back. So essentially, he's been in the same day twice. You see what I'm saying? There's no off season with professional wrestling. For everyone that ESPN had, and y'all remember ESPN had them commercials. And remember Brock was at like the gate. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
ESPN had a
was it during Brock's time at UFC, or was this when he was with WWE?
It was when he was with WWE. When they pulled up to the gate and he was like the guy working the railing at the gate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, they jumped on the bandwagon when they saw something was cool, which was Brock. And Brock was a badass. What was y'all at when Stone Cold was a badass? Shawn Michaels was a badass. Or Triple H, or Mick Foley, or The Rock, or so many other different people. Ken Shamrock. Y'all could have took that opportunity then, but y'all jumped on the coattails because it was cool. It was hot. Pay-per-views overseas. I'm not going to get pseudo-political. I'm not a fan. Mania in Saudi Arabia, I'm not looking forward to. Mainly because of the women. And I thoroughly enjoy the women. I thoroughly enjoy their matches. And I thoroughly enjoy their ring attire. I do not thoroughly enjoy them being covered up from neck to heel. I look to see a crevice or a hair or something. I do. I want to see a little lip poke out. I do.
Well, you almost saw that in Jade Cargill's match 2 weeks ago.
And I know that's not going to happen while they're in Saudi Arabia because they're covered up.
You almost saw that with Sol Ruka match too.
Yeah.
I was like, cameraman, Sean didn't tell him to pan.
So, I think it's a lot of political things working too that don't need to be in professional wrestling. Like, bro, keep your political views, bro. Keep that over there, bro. Keep that over there. I don't really.
But that's always been a part of wrestling, though. Like, true. So much so. Like, JBL had a whole shtick about it.
I remember that, but see, that was a gimmick. That was a gimmick.
I mean, yeah, it was a gimmick. It was a gimmick.
He caught them. Hey, and they was wild for that. When
he was a caricature of himself, though. But like you said, it was the gimmick. That was basically who he was outside of his John Bradshaw Layfield character. You know what I'm saying?
Because JBL is like, I feel like JBL in WWE may be one of the least racist people in WWE. Like, I don't feel like he's racist. I could be wrong, but I don't think JBL's racist.
Lastly, to the question, the partnership with TKO, and do I feel like Triple H is missing opportunities? Kind of. I feel like they're focusing too much on helping other companies like TNA. And they're moving too fast. They're not letting anything cook thoroughly. They're not. My mom raised me. God bless the child that has his own. That's something my mom still says to this day. If you weren't able to do it without the help of someone else, you got to figure it out. TNA now has been set with a massive handout that, fam, if you couldn't do it with your talent and stuff prior to, you need to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. Because WWE saved y'all ass. Again. Let stuff flow organically and not from the boardroom. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, it's like, Triple H, I hope you're not turning into a suit as opposed to one of the boys. Because, and we all know this in our perspective line of work, right? We're out there, we're on the floor, we're in the thick of it. We know what works and we know what doesn't. And so then from someone that sits in the back at a desk barking orders all day saying, oh, don't no longer do that. We're going to do this. And it's like, fam, that don't work. That's not how this goes. I believe in some way, shape, form, or fashion, every last one of us can agree with that comment. So it's like, bro, again, go back to grassroots. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. There's no point. You have all the talent in the world. Look at who they got back there. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, William Regal, Abyss, Bruce Pritchard, Terry Taylor. So many people that have William Regal that have a mind and a likeness for the business, and you're going to let TKO direct traffic? All right. You can get so money hungry that you lose your fan base and implode within, and now you got a shit product. So, if you're gonna nickel and dime people, which is what they're gonna do, prepare for the backlash.
And that's why in prior episodes, for me personally, I always said that a lot of stuff was the TKO effect. Because a lot of these practices we're seeing weren't in place, like you just pointed out prior, as far as things WWE did before versus what they do now. Like, for example, UFC just signed this huge deal with Paramount Television to now air all of the UFC events. So this was TKO, at least to me, saying, hey, you know what? ESPN, you guys lost out on the UFC sweepstakes, but we got this nice little IP here called WWE. We could put right here in this little spot, and you won't really feel, too much of a hit from it.
I can see it.
So yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, man. So that's why I wanted to get you guys' perspective on it, because me and KG have had this conversation before, but I've seen the backlash Triple H has been getting as of late. It continues to rise. People are comparing him to Vince, and it's just kind of like he walks a road where he has to try to resonate with the boys still. He has the experience of being one of the boys to now being a suit, and he has to try to walk that line and find a healthy medium between all of them. What happened? And yeah, interesting. Good stuff, guys.
I'm gonna say this real quick, like, and y'all can use this as a soundbite if need be. You can never compare Triple H to Vince because Vince was over all of what he had in his hands. Triple H does not have that same luxury at all. Triple H is in a situation where you have all these. Triple H is at the bottom of the totem pole. If you really look at it, Triple H is over creative. Triple H does not have an actual say on a lot of things. He does not control who gets fired from them. He don't control it. He can push and advocate this or that, but all they go do is veer and look at somebody else and say, okay, we'll get rid of this person instead. R-Truth being fired, I don't think that was a thing of like we're going to use this as a story. That was real. I feel like R-Truth was really gone. John Cena pushed forward. That's why he wanted to face him. That's why he ended up coming back, because they saw the people's reaction to him. But then it's like, what you gonna do afterwards? R-Truth is still probably on the chopping block. We just got to see what happens after Cena's gone, basically. While Cena's there, R-Truth is safe. When Cena's gone, who knows? Hopefully he can be like, hey, that's my brother. You can't get rid of me. I don't know. But like Triple H, you can't compare his situation to Vince's at all. Creatively, they thought things differently. He can't run the main roster like he did NXT because of where things are now. The last time it was close to something like that was when they did the 3-way Survivor Series thing.
Mm.
After that, and then when they first brought War Games into the main roster, that's probably it. But after a while, no, you can't compare them at all. It's not the same. It's like apples and sunflower seeds compared to like what's happening right now, like what's at his disposal. And the whole TKO thing happened, like, true story. The Rock is the reason for that deal because he's friends with Nick Khan, childhood friends with Nick Khan, and he's friends with Ari, not Daivari. Like, he know these people. The Rock having stroke is not just storyline type shit. That's real life shit that I don't think people are realizing. Like, he's friends with these people.
Mm-hmm.
He's friends with these people more so than Triple H ever could be. So, and then trying to reconfigure how to do certain things, like Rock did on Mania here, Mania like at New Orleans or whatever. Obviously, that got stripped away because it's the whole Trump of it all. Like, it's like Rock and Triple H are probably having like a real life power struggle with trying to have things go their certain ways. So now Mania is in Saudi Arabia, and TKO's not going to say no to that type of money because they've done stuff with Saudi Arabia, you know, so it makes sense. Mm-hmm. But what we're going to end up getting in order to sell that for people to go there is Rock versus Roman as the main event for that pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. So if it don't happen soon, but I feel like that's what that's going to be though. Because I don't, if it don't happen in Vegas, it's going to happen in Saudi Arabia.
I think we all are missing a very key component. And KG, if you don't mind, if you could come back on the camera, please pause. Because I want to address this to everybody in regards to Triple H, which I don't think he gets a fair shake at. I personally don't. KG.
He'll be back. He's probably doing something with the headphone.
All right, well, fine. I'm going to just say it. We can't compare Triple H to Vince McMahon because there have been no allegations of Triple H boo-booing on anybody like Vince McMahon has.
I knew he was going.
There hasn't been any allegations of that.
I knew that was coming.
Thank you, KG, for coming back. I appreciate it. There have been no allegations of Triple H boo-boo or peeing on anybody. So you can't compare him to Vince McMahon. You can't. You can't. Until somebody comes out and says, I got text messages of Triple H offering me money or willing to give me money to boo-boo on me, you can't compare. So, I'm sorry.
I mean, technically, he did drop feces on Vince, Shane, and the Spirit Squad.
No, but women, though. Women. You got boo-boo on women.
Hey, they're people too. What John Cena say?
No.
I'm a human being.
Son, you shut up. No, I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, everybody wants to try to compare Vince and Triple H. No. Vince McMahon was boo-booing on women and paying them for it. Triple H has not boo-booed on anyone. So they're not the same.
That we know of.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
And
I know.
You know.
What happened?
Here's the point, Brian. I'm not going to refute anything because I want us to
thank
get these matches in a second.
And another thing that I want to refute, seeing as how this is the heated round table, I think this justice system is bullshit.
No, I just finished the book. I just finished the book called Framed, and it can be worse. You live in Texas, or some of these places down south. All they need is witnesses. And some of these people borderline doing life in prison for no reason.
And the reason why I say this justice system is bullshit, y'all dismissed Drake's lawsuit against Kendrick. Y'all just that ain't right.
Okay.
What?
Wait, he got a lawsuit against
not
Kendrick,
right, bro.
He had one.
I guess he was in his feelings because nobody wants to be called a pedophile, obviously, but I'm guessing he tried to sue him.
The character, bro.
The larger fight there was Universe took Kendrick's side over here. That's really what that was about.
Well, maybe stop showing up to knife fights or gunfights with knives, and you won't keep taking these L's in hip hop battles.
Bro, he
showed up with a toothpick. He didn't show up with a knife. His ass had
That's true. His gist was, you're short and I have more money than you. Oh, cool. Oh, also you beat your girl, which only stemmed from that one song when he was arguing with Whitney. Cool.
Bro, stop that.
Every diss track Kendrick dropped was something different. We don't need to get on that on here.
Yeah. No, we are going to get on it because
Drake's material was literally Drake's material was literally you're short and I make more.
There's no reason that Drake's lawsuit should have been dismissed in a court of law where Kendrick called him a pedophile with no proof, none. And KG, you talk about bringing a knife or a toothpick to a gunfight. he only lost one battle, and that was to Kendrick. He lost one.
The war. That wasn't even a battle, bro. That was a war.
That's the only person he's lost to.
It was Nas versus Jay-Z all over again.
That's because look.
No, it wasn't.
Drake
are we forgetting Pusha T?
Who? Yeah.
Who?
Well, look, we're getting off topic. We got a whole pay-per-view.
Who?
We got to make picks.
Who?
A whole pay-per-view to make picks.
Who?
Rhea chose us side too. She said, I always like Kendrick better.
Who? Bro, stop that, bro.
Big mommy. But look, man, we got to let's
she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not, bro.
He followed her on IG. He was trying to slide. I think he was trying to slide in the DMs. Rhea said, she said, no yeet, basically. She follows Kendrick. She does not follow Drake on IG.
Listen, I have the season finale of Peacemaker to watch. Okay.
Let's go. Let's do some quick.
Have this conversation on Boulevard.
Let's go.
There you go, my brother.
Let's go. Wait, let's go lottery. Let's go lottery quick picks.
Hold on. hold up. You're gonna rush us. You're
Yes.
gonna rush us to watch
Yes.
a DC product.
Yes.
DC.
It's one of the best shows.
No,
DC.
forget it being DC. It's a
DC.
James
And it
Gunn
ain't
shit
necessarily
show.
about it.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking about
Wow.
Kendrick and Drake, and we got to do our
Wow.
James Gunn is no Diddy. No Diddy.
Wow, bro. You know what? See, bro, that's bro. That goes back to just what I said the other day.
What'd you say?
People to change, bro.
Here
People
you
to
go.
change.
Here you
Yeah,
go.
Logan, you part of the problem now.
Here you go.
People
Like
to
talking
change.
about you support James Gunn. Like what? No.
Listen, let me
People
do
out
this
here
right quick.
watching DC products, bro. Just
Watching it proudly. Good
Wow.
people, if you guys have watched us thus far, I implore you to watch us a little bit longer and pause and support us. Continue to support us on the following. Bam! Make sure y'all following us on TikTok. We are on TikTok as well tonight at Hot Take Wrestling. Instagram, Hot Take Wrestling. The artist formerly known as Twitter or X at Wrestling Takes. Obviously, we couldn't get Hot Take Wrestling there because we don't have that name. Follow us on Twitch at Hot Take Wrestling Podcast and on YouTube at NMG TV. We are also on Kick at NMG TV, NMG Podcast Network. All right. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you smash, comment, like, share, subscribe. Give us all of the feedback. Let us know what y'all like about Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. Let us know what you like about Hot Take After Dark. Let us know what you don't like. Maybe you don't like the wise man's take, taking up for Drake right now. Maybe you don't like KG's perception of Kendrick being.
We will not be Drake slandering right now, sir.
And
See,
as
this-
the
this-
official Hot Take
this-
After Dark lawyer, I just want to say we don't give a shit what you don't like.
Listen, that see what happened there? Y'all saw all the mics. See, that's what happened when other people learn how to run the show. Shit.
No,
Like,
I didn't mute everybody. Right. I didn't mute everybody. Right.
They learn how to do the little he behind the scenes hitting little stuff. Like yeah, he's showing his prowess over there. I see you tricky motherfucker.
Oh, here, hold on. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. I
No,
got to
you
do the
good.
disclaimer.
You
Hold
good.
on, I got to do the disclaimer.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching Hot Take Wrestling Pod, I just want to let you know that this is the show where you are allowed to have a difference of opinion should you not agree with the thoughts, the comments, and opinions of certain wrestling facts in between us. And I just want to take onus and responsibility to let you guys know that if you do not agree in the words that are coming out of my mouth, if you don't agree with some of the comments, I want you to know they're all solely shared by us. If we like some shit, you better like it too. And if you got a problem, you goddamn it, then we gonna talk about you in your face and your mom's old titties. Yes, the likes, views, and comments are shared by all four of us. Do you understand? Even Will. Even
No, the
though
fuck
Will
they
ain't
not.
here. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, KG. Yes, you do.
Hey, KG, like I can't wait till this is me and Tim next week.
hey, the Kane and KG coming out right now.
He was like, things were going so good until Phil brought his diva ass back on here.
I just had to throw
Damn,
some
you
shade on the
stuttering like a
display.
motherfucker. That's how we know you mean that shit.
KG was like, no, the fuck it ain't.
KG was like,
Yeah.
I thought I missed everybody. Never mind.
Never mind. Yeah.
Oh man.
I just thought I had to throw the disclaimer out there that it was false. Disintegrated, right?
No, it's
All
not
right.
false. The likes, shares, and views of Hot Take Wrestling Pod are shared by all four of us, including Will. Now, the thoughts, shares, and views on Hot Take After Dark are solely just the opinions of me and Akil and Logan. Yes.
You know, I'm gonna let it rock because we have a goal here. We have to get to these matches, okay? So, good people, this Saturday morning, actually, KG, is it 6 a.m. this morning? It comes on or Saturday morning?
It's 7 a.m. Central Time.
7 a.m.
So what time it come on for us there? 8?
Oh, that's our time.
I thought all Illinois was on Central.
Yeah, no, we 7. Yeah, 7
Okay.
Central.
It's
I mean,
7?
Yeah.
yeah, because they said 8 Eastern.
So it's 7 for us then. If it's at 8 Eastern, then yeah, it's 7 for us.
That's some stupid ass shit. Have y'all ever wondered why they do that stupid ass shit? 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. I don't know what that means.
I think it's because most people live on the East and West Coast. But I don't know why at the same time they act like we don't matter.
Yeah.
Mountain time people definitely don't matter. They never say their time zone.
Never say their time.
That's like when you talking to somebody and they're like, all right, so you gonna go west on Martin Luther King. What west? What does that mean? Right or left?
All right.
You know what? Logan getting the attitude. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to watch fucking Peacemaker.
Saturday, 7 a.m. If you're in the good old city of Chicago, in the good old centralized part of the state, the country, you can enjoy Crown Jewel. So we have 5 matches here, courtesy of Wikipedia, that we are going to discuss who we think are going to be the winners. I'm going to do these no particular order. Guys, are y'all ready? Everybody ready?
Good.
All right. We're going to start with John Cena versus AJ Styles in a singles match.
John Cena.
For his 100th win. Yeah, Cena.
I'm going to go Cena as well. Let's see. Rhea Ripley versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Rhea and Io. Rhea's not losing in Australia.
The Crackhead Warriors go lose.
I'm going
I hate
Kabuki. I'm going Kabuki Warriors, and I have a feeling that Io is going to turn on Rhea.
I want to go Kabuki Warriors. I do, but this is my hot take. I think not Io turning on Rhea. I think maybe this could be a spot for a returning Dakota Kai, maybe, or somebody. So somebody will interfere to help them win. But I'm gonna.
I wish King Kai would come back, but King Kai living her life.
And let me tell you why I say the thing with why I think she's gonna turn. That picture that they gave her, we could be a family again. I got a feeling. Cause it's been real cheesy. No.
The picture was all wrinkled up and whatnot, though they didn't even keep quality care of it. You see how wrinkled that picture was?
I have a feeling that she's gonna turn. Cause think about it, Rhea don't add nothing. Rhea does not add anything to Io, nothing at all.
At all.
She
hasn't even beaten her.
Yes, she do. They add a lot of sexual fucking frustration.
Yes, they do. Yeah. Hold it, Akil. It's not Hot Take After Dark, and they get mad when we bring Hot Take After Dark.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna change my pick to Kabuki Warriors only because you need a reason to turn Asuka heel. I think you need that payoff for that. So yeah, I think Io will take the pinfall loss though probably.
Okay.
Did y'all see that Asuka missed that kick completely?
Yeah.
Fuck Asuka missing the kick. Dude from NXT, Dark State, he missed the whole shit. I just want to say this real quick. Jeff Hardy tweeted and he was like, Jeff Hardy, funny as hell. He was like, he got my aura. I was like, what the fuck, Jeff? Go sleep.
Yeah, no. It's the camera angles, bro. Just before we continue, it's the camera. I hate today's camera angles because it doesn't mask any of the moves, any of the like it was back in the day. Like Sol Ruka, the second time she went for her finish, she damn near missed that. Like if she didn't grab old girl head for dear life, like when she was going down, she wouldn't have grabbed her. She wouldn't have fell.
Wait, what did I miss? You said grab her head when she was going down.
Oh, there was a.
KG ready to come to Hot Take After Dark.
You ready to come to the dark side, huh, KG?
Is that a pause when we talking about two women?
I didn't say it was pause. I didn't go pause at all.
No, that wasn't a pause. That was a great question.
I see y'all let it rock. That's why I'm asking.
You gonna bring her? You
That's a
gonna
double
mess around? That's that's a sorority submit. That's a sorority submission they got rid of.
That's KG next week.
You don't remember that when it was sorority submission? They had to get rid of it because that was like a Pornhub site.
Yeah.
It was like Paige. It was Paige, Becky, and Charlotte. They were sorority submission or whatever it was called. And they had to get rid of it because I think Brazzers owned.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
I know.
Paige made it to Brazzers anyway, so.
Oh.
Stephanie Vaquero versus Tiffany Stratton.
Should be going after the trios titles. They should be going after the trios titles in AEW. Sorry, Logan. Go ahead.
Oh, so y'all got KG style. Oh man. All right, so Stephanie Vaquero versus Tiffany Stratton, champion versus champion.
Stephanie versus
It's Tiffy time.
If there was somebody that was still a part of Hot Take After Dark or Hot Take, we know who his pick would be because he loves white women.
Whoa. Let me. I gotta do Peter.
I'm gonna say this real quick.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Whoa. I just had to do it. That's Peter from Family Guy.
I just want to say this. Fucking. Stephanie does not need the win. Tiffy does. She's
I
losing
think the
momentum.
opposite. I think the opposite. I think the opposite. Tiffany hasn't lost all year
But people aren't liking her.
because she shouldn't be a
Like,
baby
give
face.
us a reason.
That's not gonna make us
You
like
said
her.
she needs to be
They're
a
gonna
baby
make.
face?
She doesn't need to be a baby face. That's part of the
Her
reason.
run,
Her cadence.
is kind of
She should
stale
totally
right
be
now.
a heel or a tweener.
She comes out for Seth Rollins at 20 before he joined the Authority and he turned heel because Seth Rollins did not come off as a genuine babyface. She does not come off as a genuine babyface in her promos. She basically has resting bitch face when you cut all of her promos. First of all, she doesn't look very happy, like ever. Like this is not what a babyface should be. I don't necessarily think she's losing momentum. I think she just should not be a babyface. I'm not saying you can feel how you want to feel, but I'm just saying she hasn't lost all year.
On the low, Tiffany ready for them to take that belt off. But like,
She's probably she's ready to be a heel.
she ready for them.
Do y'all
to
think that Jade was supposed to win that triple threat?
I thought she was because it was news going out there, reports out there that Tiffany was supposed to be injured, right? So obviously it was kayfabe because she retained, unless she's just working through the injury. That could be happening as well, like it isn't a super duper serious injury. But
Yeah, I feel like Jade was supposed to win that. Yeah.
I thought she was too. But when Jade got busted open, I think that's when they called the audible. And
that's why I got confusion and all that shit.
No. If that's the case, Becky Lynch when Nia Jax busted her open. When Nia Jax busted Becky Lynch open, she became bigger than she ever had been before.
That wasn't the match. That wasn't during the
different.
match. No, I get it. But they could have took that same momentum. And worked that angle in. Cause think about it. If Stone Cold hadn't have passed out to Bret Hart sharpshooter and came back and won, that'd have been that would still be one of the most talked about matches, just with a different twist. Hey, you ain't gotta agree.
But what happened?
You ain't gotta agree. But her with
Who
that
was
big
red hot?
gash and winning,
No, Becky was red hot. We love Becky. Jade don't have that same momentum behind her.
Nah, not at all. Not right now.
She don't got the same momentum behind her that Stone Cold did in the match with Bret either. So it wouldn't work. It would be like you're forcing Jade on us the way they forced Roman on us. That's what that would be.
When does that ever stop them?
What I will say though, I do think
Vince isn't there.
I do think Jade getting busted open helped her in the eyes of a lot of fans because a lot of people have been saying, oh, she's green, been saying she's green forever. Her finishing the match, yeah, she got a little discombobulated, but she did what she could to finish the match. You know what I'm saying? They got her off camera quickly, and they handled it. So kudos to her. I even said it. I said she's officially a wrestler, like, getting busted open. But I was under the impression that match she was going to win at first. At least I thought.
The way you say her getting busted open sounds dirty. Like it don't sound like you talking about like her getting.
See, that's because y'all be late night talking dirty after dark. That's what's wrong. Y'all minds is in the gutter all the time. I know it's almost close to y'all normal recording time, but still.
The topic for Hot Take After Dark tonight is going to be: are we happy that Jay got busted open?
Wait, y'all recording tonight too? Oh, check y'all out on the.
We are.
Check y'all out. Hey, you're
I
right here.
didn't know
You're right
that.
here,
Shit,
man.
it
For
was
y'all
nice
in.
to know.
All right. So okay, everybody made their picks. I didn't pick. I'm gonna go. I want to go Tiffany. Actually, I part of me want, but I agree with the kill. I don't think Stephanie needs it. If they do put it on her, then you adding extra pressure on her. You already made her. She didn't. The way KG just was saying about Ricky Saints and Ethan Page, Stephanie Vaquera is in that same conversation because she's touched the NXT North American Championship. Listen, the
Wait, you also wanted to lose her first match after you won the championship, though?
She was double champion down there. NXT Women's.
No, I'm talking about right now, though. We're not talking about NXT. She hasn't won. I don't think she's had a match.
You're adding extra pressure. Like you've already made her. She's touched 3 major titles in the.
But who's also more over as a babyface too, though. Right now, you gotta go based on the momentum. Based on momentum, Steph.
Okay, because we're getting ready to go to the one of the last.
Hold on, and I'm gonna tell you why you tripping because you're talking about extra pressure. Stephanie is the pressure. Stephanie is the pressure.
She's the measuring mark right now.
No, she's been NXT North American Championship Women's Champion. She's been NXT Women's Champion. Now she's WWE Champion. You're gonna put the Crown Jewel title on. I mean, I could be wrong here because we could be wrong here because. You could put that on her and continue her ascension. You could do that for sure.
Yeah, put that on her. Yeah,
because depending on how the men champion versus champion match goes, you totally need because I'm under the impression we'll get to that one. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed, Australian street fight.
Bronson Reed,
Roman.
What? No, not Bronson. Roman.
Well, I said only because, well, for one, it's a street fight. Roman told the Usos to fall back. We didn't see Braun Breaker all Monday night. That's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying it makes sense, but he literally just said, no, stay out of it. I got this.
He told the Usos to fall back.
That's what I'm saying. But Braun Breaker.
Solo.
Why would Solo? Huh?
The missing piece.
I was gonna say Jacob. Jacob would probably make more sense in that equation.
Jacob.
Two.
It's so many fucking Samoans. Anybody can help Roman.
Yeah, I know. One of his 28 cousins in the industry.
Right. Tala can help him.
Who hasn't been nowhere in a while. Yeah. I'm actually gonna go Bronson. I think Bronson's gonna get this. Bronson gotta beat Roman at least once. And you guys know I'm a Roman stan. But
I'm just going from an aspect that Roman literally asked people not to step in, and you know how the division operates. Braun Breaker will get involved.
Unless they have Braun. Oh, God, they could do that too. Brock Lesnar. Because everybody's been coming up with these scenarios for Survivor Series, right? You could totally have Brock interfere. They just had Brock dismantle John Cena.
Brock might interfere in his next match that you're going to announce.
I think he can. I think he can interfere here because Brock doesn't.
Brock might interfere and beat up both of their asses and leave.
But see, with Paul coming out doing the announcement for Brock at WrestlePalooza, I think it leads credence to him. You know what I'm saying? Coming out here, attacking Roman because he has reason to attack Roman, which would. Now we're building towards Survivor Series. So that's why I say Bronson Reed.
What if Brock attacks all the ass?
Which is a possibility too. We
Brock, and I'm changing my pick. Brock go attack John Cena to go get his 100th PLE at Survivor Series, not at Crown Jewel. He go attack John Cena. He go attack Roman Reigns, and he go attack Cody Rhodes. But I think he go attack Cody after the match. Like when everything's said and done and the vision is gone, I think he'll come out and get Cody ass.
Is Brock Lesnar even allowed to leave the country?
He was out there last time. He was in WWE. He was at one of those not too long ago, a couple years back.
No, but since this latest stuff, that's what I think why they're talking about.
He hasn't had no official charges, so no, he's able to leave the country.
All right.
Yeah,
He was implicated.
he's been charged by the people.
Yeah, he was implicated, but he hasn't gotten any official charges, so no.
Okay.
All right, Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins, champ versus champion for the Crown Jewel Championship.
Seth.
Cody.
I hate to say it because I am a CM Punk guy through and through, die hard. I will never go against Punk, but this isn't Seth versus Punk. This is Seth versus Punk ass. So I'm going to say Seth. And yes, I don't like Cody, in case no one knew.
Yeah, you just made that apparent. I definitely didn't know that.
Bro, when that man entrance comes out, I turn this swivel chair, I turn around the opposite way every time. I do not like Cody at all. He's not my champion.
Wow. Well, all right. Learn something new every day. Okay, people. Well, there you have it.
You ain't say your pick, Mud.
I did. I said Seth.
I'm the only one that's going with Cody?
Yes. We have to start. All these things got to lead, or some of these matches got to lead towards Survivor Series. So that's why when I was saying that about Stephanie Valkyrie versus Tiffany Stratton, I changed my stance and I agreed with Stephanie winning because you gotta have a face win one of those matches. And Cody won last year. And that's safe for shits and giggles. It's not Brock that comes out and attacks Cody, right? We can see Gunther come back and attack Cody and help Seth get the W.
But it don't add to Survivor
He wouldn't
Series.
attack Cody. He'd attack Seth. Seth has his belt.
No, but he may switch it up
Seth
though.
take the belt off of him though.
Here's why I say Seth won't do it. Seth is too much of a little girl right now. What if I lose, Paul? What if I lose? What
That's
happens
always
then,
it.
Paul?
Which is why
And Paul
he got
said,
him.
then I gotta reassess why I picked you.
Seth needs a lot of fucking emotional reassurance. Like that's why Becky calling herself the man isn't for show. That's for real. Like, nah.
Shout out
That's
to
why he be
everybody.
coming out. That's why he be coming out dressed in her clothes.
Precisely. They have the same designer. King Troy. That's who does their stuff.
You guys don't want to see Seth do this with the big crown jewel belt?
Hell no. I won't see
They
him
said
come
that man.
out
They
and
said
talk
that
to me in
man.
the match.
They said that man came out dressed like an oven mitt at one time. You remember we had that all red on? Yeah.
They came out like what's my man name from the Power Rangers movie? In that purple at WrestlePalooza.
Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, but good people. That's Crown Jewel, man. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. JC Jane just got hurt. Oh shit. Well, somebody's gonna be new women's champ.
Side note, I love JC Jane as NXT Women's Champion. I like it actually. Most people may not, but I do.
In case of emergency, boom, Jordan Grace. Yep.
Jada
All right.
Parker, what's wrong with you?
I don't know if they're gonna put it on her yet, bro. I wouldn't mind it. I definitely wouldn't mind it.
Internet
Logan.
gives Jada so much heat, but the fans in NXT arenas love Jada Parker.
Yeah.
Real quick, my right hand man says he has a hot take about the Io Sky Rhea Ripley match. Go for it.
Okay, so this match might lead to War Games. Think about it. So after the Kabuki Warriors win, they're gonna keep tormenting Io Sky and Rhea Ripley for a few weeks. Who also hates Rhea Ripley and Io Sky? Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, because they had beef before. So the Kabuki Warriors might go to them to start tagging up, to start beef with them. But you want to know who else has beef with Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez? That's right, Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. So then Bailey and Lyra Valkyria might join Rhea and Io Sky's team. So Roxanne might go to Becky Lynch to try to team up with her using her interrogation skills. And then that's 5 for War Games. And then before War Games, guess who's going to be the 5th person for Rhea's tag team match? That's right, Liv Morgan.
I can see that.
I can see that.
I can see that.
Because Liv's been posting a lot lately too. I think Liv is like okay now, so I can see that.
See, that's the boo boo. Don't put those up. That's bots. That's bots. Botties.
I like that one. That's a. I can see that. I can see that.
You know, a round of applause for him.
Let me scroll it down. Okay. Pops was ready. Pops was ready. Okay. All right. So there y'all have it, man. Another episode is in the books. Our boys, our brothers in arms, Wise Man, Final Boss, thank y'all for joining us today. We successfully created Voltron today. We haven't done it in a while. Yeah, man. One more time for you, man. Bam! Check us out on TikTok, Hot Take Wrestling. Check us out on Instagram, Hot Take Wrestling. Twitter or X, Wrestling Take. Twitch, Hot Take Wrestling Podcast, and YouTube at Energy TV. Wait. That's that right there. Make sure that our normal day is Wednesdays. It's Hot Take Wednesdays. We start at 8 p.m. From 8 p.m., we got a nice little bit of rest there. We hit the record button again at 10:30 with Hot Take After Dark. The Good Brothers have a new co-host. Wise Man, you want to tell them about your new co-host before we get about it?
We don't have a new co-host as of yet, but shout out to Shelly Mack with the Helly with Shelly. She has been filling in the past 2 weeks, doing a hell of a job. I mean, she brings that Latina spice that we need, that nice tahine mixture, as it were. Yeah. Akil, what would you say, Akil? Because I see the look you giving me. I already picked what you on, bro.
Stupid talking some tahini.
I thought he was going to say Tahitian treat. I was going to say, how that's Latina, but okay.
I ain't not telling this guy. But yeah, shout out to Shelly. We had a great episode last night. It was fun. There's a Hot Take Ghost, just so you all know. If you all were not aware, we have a Hot Take Ghost. So yeah, the Hot Take Ghost was kicking myself and Phil out of the chat. All towards the last 30 minutes. And then
man, that's in general, bro.
It was wild. It was a wild night. So that's part of why we're gonna just do a little quick little dig tonight, just to, get into some stuff. But yeah, it was strange. And I ain't talking doctors.
Yeah, I called some of that in the group chat. I was like, what, huh? And then I saw Wiseman call me. I'm like, Wiseman, I'm sleeping that time. I'm dead to the
bro.
world.
I'm like, what the man?
But I mean, I don't know if we need to, reset some passwords. We'll do that, but I don't know if it's necessary.
No, I think it was an actual glitch in the system. Like for
okay,
real.
Okay.
Shit was weird.
Yeah.
It's October, so Halloween, and Phil nutted on the gravestone, so there's that.
Yeah. All right, man. But yeah, Wednesdays is our normal day for everybody.
He didn't catch what you said, bro. He didn't catch that.
I didn't.
Say it again, Akil.
I said it's October, so Halloween, and Phil nutted on the gravestone, so there's that.
All right. Well.
Oh wow.
It's been real.
So look, man. Before Kenny give everybody the rest of face, anybody got any last takes before we go?
No, we don't want Kenny to get upset. Go ahead.
No, right. I mean, it was only acceptable if it was Katie Vick.
Look, hey, Kenny ready to be on there next week. Y'all work it out with KG.
KG don't like to
Special
stay up
guest
late.
next week. Look.
KG
All
ready
we
for
gonna
bed
do is
now.
like, look, the first 30 minutes we gonna dedicate to KG, and we gonna do that. That's what we gonna do.
You got to see what y'all got to do. Y'all got to catch KG when he go on vacation. He go on vacation. He down for the late night shenanigans, but he ain't gonna do it.
KG ready. KG look like he go to bed on time at 10:30, even when he is on vacation. Like
I should have
hey.
went to sleep at 10:30 that night. I the damn stout took me out that last bit. I ain't eat nothing at Jimmy Dean's. I just sat on the bench outside.
Hey, but hey, you made
I
sure
couldn't be around this.
Nashville though. You made sure you ate in Nashville.
That's fair. Bro, I shouldn't have took that gummy. I was so high, I thought I was back in Chicago.
Oh wow. Well, look, y'all.
I think I was at Toby Keith's. I said I was at some bar in Chicago. I was like, what?
I'm telling y'all got to work it out. So try it out whenever KG on vacation. We get a bowl hot together, dog. But I'm gonna go ahead and go down, man. Y'all make sure y'all watch us on our normal night, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m., 10:30 p.m. The guys doing great down on Hot Take with a special co-host. I just call her special co-host. We'll see if she gets the official title. But shout out to Shelly. And yeah, man, that's it. This is episode 156. Run the Jewels. I am your boy, Old Man Logan. That's No Chill with Phil. That's the Final Boss of Kill. And that's KG. We up out this thing, man. It's Hot Take Wrestling.